Previously on 100-line Last Defense Academy, Ema is avoiding the group and isolating himself and Kako, stating the group was being a bad influence on his dear sister. That evening, Takumi finds himself looking at the moon only to see what seems like a mechanical object. What will the students do with the Tsukumo twins, and why does the moon look different compared to what Takumi has heard about it from Karuha?
Day 50.
Up and atom, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. That's right, folks, you're halfway there, like a lizard on a chair.
Whoa, living on a prayer.
You're stepped in blood so far. Returning would be as tedious as to go o'er. There's no turning back now. In honor of the occasion, I've unlocked the courtyard. It's the perfect place to enjoy a moment of quiet contemplation.
Sounds relaxing. It's the Death Star? Uh-oh.
I've also prepared a special gift for each and every one of you brave soldiers.
Gifts? I love Christmas.
I'll give them to you in person, so come find me in the cafeteria.
I mean, I don't know about in person. I came to lying on the cold, hard surface of the school rooftop. Was I dreaming? No, my back was aching too badly for this to be anything but real. For a moment, I couldn't remember how I got there. But then it all came rushing back. The invader made of undying flames appeared again last night. That's right, he attacked me. No, he didn't attack you. You slipped and fell after you heard the clap of thunder and the flash of lightning. What was that weird technique he used? It looked like the whole sky lit up for a second, and then... Are you alright, Takumi? What are you doing out here? Oh, hey, Eito. That was some weather we had last night, huh? I never seen lightning before. Lightning? A discharge of electricity from storm clouds. It happens here in the outside world from time to time. You probably heard the thunder. That's the sound of it hitting the ground. There's enough force in each strike to cause instant death. Instant death? That's what I read anyway. Lightning is rare, but when it happens, it's swift and deadly. Honestly, with such dangerous natural phenomena to deal with, it's hard to believe humanity survived out here for as long as they did. Wait, natural phenomena? So all that was just natural? It wasn't an attack? But then why did I... Are you sure you're feeling alright, Takumi? You look pale. Maybe you should get some rest. I can bring you your breakfast if you like. I don't mind making the trip twice for you. That's what friends are for, right? No, I'm fine. I just need a minute. I'll see you in the cafeteria. Okay, but let me know if there's anything I can do for you. With a reluctant smile, Eito went on ahead. If that lightning flash wasn't something the invader did, why did I end up passing out until morning? How did it happen again? I thought back to the events of last night. I lunged for the fiery invader, there was a flash of light and a loud bang, and then I was falling. Did I slip on the wet ground and hit my head? I guess that would explain it. That would have left me completely defenseless, though. Why didn't the invader finish me off? Another mystery to add to the pile. I should let the others know about this. They're probably in the cafeteria already. We're gonna go to the cafeteria. Alright. Hi. Cat time. Hi. Are you making micro biscuits? Yeah? Why are you like this? I can't tell if you're falling asleep or not. You're just hanging on tight. I need my other hand. I need to use the analog stick. And press buttons. Too bad. She's such a baby. She really is. Where are you going? You want to turn around? Oh, okay, we're perching. Cool. Alright. This is how we're gonna play until she gets off, I guess. To the cafeteria! When I got to the cafeteria, I found everyone discussing the new area that had opened up. Time to call Magma, he just went outside! The courtyard, right? Yeah, I saw it. Looks pretty nice, huh? Yeah, it's a little on the plain side, but I like that it's got a ton of space. Why are there cages there, though? I didn't see any animals. The cages that big, we could keep an invader or two. I'd make it nice and comfy for them. Oh my gosh, he just spots a pet. Invaders are our enemies, not pets. Never mind that. Where's my present? I was promised a special gift for being a brave soldier. Are you saying there's no gift? No, everything is a lie. Everything is lies. There's not much we can do about it. Today isn't here anymore. What do you think he was gonna give us? The announcement made it sound pretty special. Doubtless it would be something intended to boost our morale and bring us some measure of joy. So perhaps a new set of torture instruments? Collars with bombs in them? You two are the only ones who'd want something like that. Nah, I bet it was a big wad of cash. Just my luck I'd miss out on getting it. I hated to ruin the mood, but they needed to know. I raised my voice to make myself heard about the above the tumult.
Yeah!
Everyone, can I have your attention for a minute? There's something I need to... Huh? Before I could go on, I was cut off by a blaring siren. The alarm! The invaders are back already?
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds.
It's so strange that this always happens every time he sees an apparition.
Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Like, maybe it's trying to warn Takumi? Seriously? There's usually more time between attacks than this. No fair springing another one on us this early. I'm gonna hurl. No matter how many times I hear the siren, it never gets any easier to deal with. Let's go, everyone. If the invaders are attacking, there's only one thing for us to do. Come, unwashed masses, to the war room. Right, let's do it. Everybody hurried out of the room, effectively putting the conversation on hold. Telling them about last night can wait. Defending the school comes first. That's what I have to focus on right now. Defeat the invaders, defend the school, save mankind. Alright, everyone's here. Let's get out there and kick some ass! Wait a minute. I've been checking the security feed and something is not right. Huh? What you mean? Yugamu pointed to the monitor.
There's no one there. I did a sweep of the whole perimeter, but the place is empty.
Then why did the alarm go off?
Hey, you're right. Where are the invaders? Don't tell me that was a false alarm. They must be invisible. We'll have to, like, pelt them with bags of flour or something.
Look! What's that? There!
Oh yeah! There's something... no, someone out there. Maybe a commander.
Coming out to face us all alone? I can't help but admire its courage.
I'm not so sure about that. Doesn't it look a little unsteady on its feet?
I'm pretty sure the security cameras have a zoom function. Here, I'll see if I can get us a closer look.
Tsubasa pressed a few buttons and the image on the screen zeroed in on the strange figure, gradually showing more and more details.
A wrestler?
A normal person.
This one's not wearing a mask or nothing. Is that what the commanders look like underneath?
No, that's not a commander. It's Moko.
You know, last night I had a theory that she was brainwashed by the Patount that we fought and the thingy that we fought. And now that we have destroyed this commander, maybe Moko is of sound mind and made her way here.
Huh?
It's Moko. She's come back to us.
That's Moko?
Moko!
Ha! Hold up. How did Moko get through the undying flames? We rushed outside to where the girl had collapsed and carried her back to the room. There was still a vacant room on the roof, so we set her up in there. You think the ghost was using Morse code? Maybe? It looks like she's not hurt too badly. I think she just passed out from exhaustion. That's a relief. I've got to say, though, I'm surprised. Is this really the girl you told us about before? Yes, this is Moko Mojiro, our friend, our ally, the one who saved our lives. She stopped the invaders from destroying the second campus at the cost of being taken prisoner, right? I guess she must have found a way to escape. I always knew she'd be all right. If the high school pro wrestling scene couldn't break her, what chance did the invaders have? So it's not just a costume, she's an actual wrestler. I wonder how she got through the wall of fire, though. Okay, I'm glad that Takumi is asking the exact same questions we are. Maybe she followed some invaders in? Or rather, she waited for them to make a hole in the wall, defeated them before they could use it, then went through it herself? But that would mean she defeated a whole squad by herself. Trust me, Moko could have done it. That would explain why she's so tired now, too. Well, it's a better theory than anything I can come up with. If Moko's that strong, having her on the team is going to do wonders for our morale. I was so worried. I wanted to keep believing she'd be okay, but she was gone so long. Seems like this Moko girl means a lot to Nozomi. No, not just her. Yugamu, Kyoshika, and Kurara clearly care about her too. They told me before that she saved their lives, but I never really got the full story. Look, she's opening her eyes. Huh? She looks cute.
Moko, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Nozomi.
Nozomi? And some guy I don't know? You brought your boyfriend over to watch me sleep? So not cool.
Did you come here all the way from the invaders' base? All alone? Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. You know me. They must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary, 'cause I don't know the meaning of the word fatigue. All this fatigue is really getting to me, though.
She knows the meaning of that word just fine.
Anyone got a moist towelette? My skin's gonna dry out if I don't take off my makeup before bed.
With a last nonsensical murmur about her skin, Moko closed her eyes and her head went limp. She's okay, just sleeping. She'll probably need more time to recover completely. At least she's not in any serious danger. I'm sure she'll be fine once she gets some rest. And now that she's on school grounds, we can revive her if the worst happens. Hopefully it won't come to that, though. I hope so. Come on, let's give her some privacy. She wouldn't like you watching her sleep, no matter how fascinating it is to you. Right. Nozomi and I quietly slipped out of Moko's room. Once we were outside, Nozomi heaved a sigh of relief. This is such a load off my mind. I can hardly believe Moko found her own way back to us. I thought we'd be searching for her a lot longer. I always knew we'd get her back in the end, but I never expected it to be this easy. Let's hope this means our luck's starting to turn. Hey, how about the battle when Moko got captured? What exactly happened back then? If it's okay with you, I'd like to hear more about how it all went down. That's fine. I guess I did just skim over it before. Tell me more! When we first woke up at the academy, we were scared and confused. From what you've told me, it probably wasn't too different from how things were here. But Moko took charge and stopped us from falling apart. That's just the kind of person she is. Whenever we were feeling down, she always knew what to say to cheer us up. Her smile could really light up a room. It's thanks to her we learned to work as a real team. We'd never have made it this far if it weren't for her.
Huh?
I wish we had someone like that here. But it wasn't just her personality. She could pull her weight in battle and then some. She'd plow through any enemies that got in her way. It was amazing. I even saw her suplex an invader the size of a train once. Excuse me? She used wrestling moves on invaders? That is amazing. But then, on our 10th day at the academy, a huge swarm of invaders attacked. It was only our second real battle, and even with Moko's help, we were totally out of our league. On top of that, the invaders weren't attacking blindly. They had a strategy, and they executed it perfectly. What kind of strategy? They kept us busy with their main force on the north side of the school grounds while sending out strike teams to isolate and eliminate us one by one. We were still new to fighting, and even when we realized what was going on, we couldn't react to it in time. It didn't take long to destroy the barrier.
Moko and I were the only ones left standing. Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshika were all dead. Even worse, a stray shot put our revival-matic out of commission. And Nigo, the only one who knew how to repair it, was captured.
Really? Nigo?
If we couldn't get him back, those three would be gone forever. But I had my hands full just keeping the invaders away from the school. Right when I thought my strength was going to fail me, Moko made her move. She knew losing Nigo would mean losing any hope of bringing the others back, so she charged right into the invaders' main force to rescue him.
She took them all on. Alone.
Yes, and there were a lot of them. More than enough to rival any squad we've fought since.
I don't know if it was adrenaline or latent power or just desperation, but she somehow managed to make it to Nigo and throw him to safety. After that, though, she barely had any energy left, and that's when they captured her, huh? Nigo got the infirmary up and running and revived the others as fast as he could, but it was too late. The enemy was leaving, taking Moko with them. By the time we could fight again, they were already gone. That commander must have used its brainwashing arrows to make her come quietly. No wonder everyone from the second campus loves Moko so much. If it hadn't been for her, they really would have been wiped out. She must have known when she charged in that she wouldn't make it out again. She's just lucky they decided to take her prisoner instead of killing her outright. Seeing her again, I can't help getting emotional. To do all that and escape and find her way here on her own, she's so amazing. Yeah, there's really no other word for it. That's the part that bothers me, though. How did she escape? And how did she find us? I guess I'll just have to ask her when she wakes up. Nozomi and I went our separate ways, and I spent the rest of the day lounging around in my room. And that was day 50 at Last Defense Academy. We didn't fight any invaders. We still had plenty to think about. Day 51.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 51st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
First things first, I should go to the cafeteria and see how everyone's doing. Well, everyone except Ima and Kako. Because they're probably not there, because Ima's a loser. Oh, they're in the same room. Her avatar's so cute! Kako and Ima weren't in the cafeteria that morning. I'd expected that, but Nozomi was missing too. Are those peculiar siblings still eschewing our company?
Huh.
Seems like it. They're spending all their time in Ima's room. I'm starting to worry about them. I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about Kako. What could they be doing in there all day? Probably something cliche and mundane, like planning a suicide pact. There's nothing mundane about that. Brother and sister, alone together? Perhaps they're... Nay, such a thing would be far too outrageous. Honey, we're on the same page. Do I even want to know what you're imagining? Who needs them? No point worrying too much. I haven't seen Nozomi this morning either. Is my pathetic presence repelling her? She's fine. Moko still hasn't woken up, so she's decided to watch over her and make sure she's okay. Too bad for you, huh, Takumi? I wasn't. Oh, you're blushing. Don't try to hide it, man. I can read you like a book. You want to get up close and personal with Nozomi, right? Maybe wrap your hand around her heart and feel its warmth before it beats its last.
Hey!
Was that a threat? Was it meant to sound romantic? I seriously can't tell with you. Young love. Why couldn't I have ended up in a killing game with someone with an itchy trigger finger? Don't sell yourself short, Darumi. You can't just throw your life away with the first murderer who takes an interest in you. Those one-night stabs might seem exciting, but there's so much more meaning in a committed relationship. One where you let your bloodlust grow over time. Trust me, your death has value. You need to treat it with respect. Gotta hand it to you. If you take out all the serial killer crap, that almost sounded like good advice. How is Moko doing? Even in the state she was in, I didn't think she'd stay unconscious this long. Why not kill her and fix her up that way? Surely you jest. Even if she can be revived, Lady Moko is still our friend. We could never willingly harm her. Even I don't want to offer that way. It'd be such a waste of a good target. Do you guys have to talk about death and killing so much? I'm trying to eat. It is a lot to deal with first thing. I guess we can put this discussion on hold until later. After a while, we finished breakfast, left the cafeteria, and went back to our rooms for the time being. So Moko hasn't woken up since yesterday. Nozomi must be so worried. There's not much I can do for her directly, but maybe I can take some of the pressure off her in my own way. To do that, I need to be as ready as I can for the next attack. By socializing with my peeps. Let's go. Wait, Tsubasa. Takemaru. Where are you? Hi! This ain't too bad. Hey, Takumi, doesn't the design on this hallway kick ass? Kick ass? Does it? Really? This design? It's shiny and blinged out and the art is sick as hell! It's right up my alley, man. Whoever came up with this shit was a real man of taste, that's for sure. I hope my house is full of gold and totally badass like this hallway. It looks like a bad joke to me, but, well, to each his own. He does like gaudy design. Your experience unlocked the word cool. Takemaru is in the metal room? Metal room? Metal shop? Come to craft something too? Yes? I'm here to learn how to use a sewing machine. Oh, we've already seen this. You understand him a bit more. We added some stuff to the wish list.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Sometimes his yawning gets me. Oh, nighttime already. The day's gone pretty quick. Oh, with all the excitement of Moko showing up, I completely forgot. I was supposed to tell everyone about my encounter with the ghost boy the night before last. I never figured out what happened after I was knocked out. He could still be here in the school somewhere for all I know. If I start talking about that now, though, I'll probably only make everyone more confused. I resolved to bring it up tomorrow morning instead. For now, it was late and I needed to get some sleep. It's probably not going to happen, because every time we say, let's talk about it tomorrow, something happens. Day 52.
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 52nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Okay, time to go to the cafeteria and tell everyone about what happened. Moko's in her room by herself. I didn't notice if the twins were in their room. Oh, what is going on? If I was expecting a peaceful morning, those hopes were shattered the moment I got inside the cafeteria.
I told you! I've had enough!
Kako and Ima? They're actually here today? What's going on? Uh-oh. Hey, Kako, what's up? Is something wrong?
I can't take it anymore. I'm always doing what my brother tells me, staying in his room all day. I've had enough of it.
At this rate, we'll pass the whole 100 days just hiding, not doing anything useful. I don't want that. I
want to fight too. Just like everyone else.
You do? Well, it's about time, but hey, better late than never. Of course you can join the team. Let's 86 those invaders and save the world together.
Don't be so ridiculous. Who gives a rat's ass about the world?
Your sister does! What was that? All of you, do you see what you've done? Are you proud of yourselves? Actually, yes. All your ridiculous talk of teamwork and fighting for a greater cause has poisoned my dear sister's mind.
Nobody's poisoned me, brother dearest. Why are you always like this? You never let me do anything. You never even call me by my name. Do you have any idea how much I hate that sister dearest stuff? I know you don't want me to get hurt, but I can't go on like this anymore. Everyone is working so hard, putting their lives on the line, while we just keep ourselves safe.
If you want to be a coward, you can do it alone.
A coward? Sister dearest, why would you say such an awful thing to me?
I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. How much longer is this family drama going to go on? I'm falling asleep over here.
Shh! Don't butt in! They need to work this out between the two of them.
Brother dearest, please. For once, just listen to me. Let me do what I want. This is important. Let me fight.
Let me do something that matters. That's all I ask.
Well, this is a surprise. I don't think I've ever heard you speak so forcefully, sister dearest. You're really serious about this, aren't you? I guess there's only one thing for me to do then.
I have to punish you for stepping so far out of line and give you a thorough re-education.
There are like 13 other people in this room that'll re-educate your butt. What? Come along, back to our room. You need a stern talking to. No, please. Come along, sister dearest. Do as your dear brother says. Ima grabbed Kako's hand and started dragging her towards the door, but before he could get there, is Takemaru gonna deck him in the face? That's enough. Give it a rest, man. Yes! Takemaru stepped in to block their path. I don't care if you are her brother. You got no right to treat Kako like this. If you really love her, shouldn't you respect her opinion a little more? What did you say? What makes you think you have any right to decide what's best for my dear sister?
I have to protect her. From herself, if necessary. Now, get out of my way!
No! Ima moved too fast for me to follow. One moment, he was reaching into his pocket. The next, he'd shove something sharp and deadly into Takemaru's side. We can heal him!
Takemaru!
You piece of shit.
God, I hate this kid.
It's your own fault for interfering. I am my dear sister's protector. Her rock, her guiding light, her everything. Her happiness is my responsibility and mine alone.
Well, she's not happy playing a coward, okay?
She is what gives my life meaning. I would do anything to keep her safe. Any act of violence, or cowardice, or cruelty. Nothing is too extreme for me.
Takemaru fell to the floor, a red puddle spreading out beneath him. No freaking way, he straight up shivved him! There's so much blood. Kinda gets you in the mood, doesn't it? The killings have finally started! Come on, let's... we have to stop the bleeding. We can use the tablecloth for bandages. Someone help me tear it into strips. But if I touch anything, my total failure pathogens could infect the wound. Never mind that, just do it. We all crowded around doing whatever we could to help our fallen friend. Wait a minute. The culprits escaped! Huh? Kurata was right. While the rest of us were busy tending to Takemaru's injury, Ima had disappeared. And he'd taken Kako with him. They're both gone. Wasn't anyone watching the door? The coward. A true warrior would stay and face retribution for his actions. Just look at all the blood. I'm about to start drooling. You already are. We can deal with those two later. Right now, Takemaru Takemaru takes priority. I think he's passed out from losing so much blood. We should dress the wound and get him somewhere he can rest. There's no rush. If he dies, we can just take him to the infirmary and bring him back. We still have to try to save him. Someone help me with his legs. We did our best to get Takemaru patched up. Then Eto, Yugamu, Gaku, and I carried him back to his room. Yugamu helped you carry him? He was getting off on all the blood on the floor. Alright, lower him down gently.
Huh?
Right. Once we got him into bed, we thought the hard part was over, but we were wrong. Takemaru's eyes flew open, and he immediately tried to get back up. That son of a bitch. Where is he? I'm gonna tear him limb from limb. Do it! I won't stop you! Stop moving around, you're gonna make it worse. You need rest. This is just a scratch. Barely even hurts. You're not fooling anyone, man. He cut you up. He cut you open. Of course it hurts. Bringing you back to full health with the Revive-O-Matic's always an option. What do you say? I can make it quick. Don't give me that. Dying in battle's one thing, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let something like this do me in. Of course, death isn't something to be treated lightly, even if we do have the option of bringing people back.
Hey!
In that case, you'll have to stay here and rest until your wound's healed. Tell me what to do. I can get up, just... See? What did I tell you? Damn it, I'll Get that little bastard for this. Nobody pulls a knife on Takemaru Yakushiji and gets away with it. You guys hear that? Ima's mine. Don't go passing any vigilante justice until I'm back on my feet. Yeah, sure. Not like I was about to go after him anyway. I just don't understand. Why would he do something like this to a friend? He's always been protective of Kako, but this is taking it to another level. Damn it all to hell when I get my hands on him. Why did it have to be Takemaru who lashed out at? He lashed out at. Things are only going to get worse. Probably because he's the biggest threat. We spent the rest of the day tending to Takemaru, forcing him back down whenever he tried to get up. No one's gonna go check on the sister? Eventually he fell asleep and we finally felt confident leaving him alone. It was pretty late by the time I got back to my room. What a day. As if we didn't have enough on our plates with Moko's condition, now we have to worry about Ima going postal on us too? He's really gone too far this time. What was he thinking? Huh? What's that? Is that a note on the floor? As I looked absently around my room, I caught sight of something that hadn't been there before. What is that? There's a scrap of paper by the door. How did this get here? Is it some kind of note? Did someone leave it for me while I was gone? I picked up the paper and turned it over to find a message on the other side. The handwriting was rough and messy, as if it had been written in a hurry. Please convince my brother to let me fight. Huh? Is this? I don't recognize the writing, but given the content, this could only have come from Kako. She must have slipped away from Ima at some point and slid it under my door. And she wants me to get Ima to change his mind? That's quite the tall order. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who can be won over with a little argument. Not to mention, if I say the wrong thing, he might stab me too.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
What are you plotting, Niall? What's your idea? Wow, it really is getting late. I must have spent more time with Takemaru than I realized. Maybe I'll show this note to everyone in the morning and ask them what they think I should do. If I'm going to talk Ima around, I'll need all the help I can get. Are we gonna have one of those... oh my gosh, words are failing me right now. You know, when you're trying to convince someone. Still puzzling over Kako's request, I slipped into a light, troubled sleep. It involves the holy Jumanji sword and Ima's neck. In the wild? My 50-second day at Last Defense Academy was over, and I wasn't sorry to see it go either.